Hi, welcome to Battle for Azeroth Alpha. This is a quick look at the Hunter. Now, this was a request from a guildmate of mine, so this is for you. We'll start off with Survival. I have no idea how to play it, so I might as well get it out of the way. Right, up the top here, we have coming soon. Haha, not yet implemented. We have Terms of Engagement. It's a passive. Harpoon generates 40 focus over 10 seconds, and killing an enemy resets the cooldown of Harpoon. Flanking Strike. It's another passive. When you kill command, you will also strike the enemy for 800 physical damage and generate 10 focus if you are within melee range. Guerrilla Tactics. Passive. Wildfire Bomb now has 2 charges. Hydra's Bite. Passive. Serpent Sting fires arrows at 2 additional enemies near your target, and its damage over time is increased by 30%. Butchery. This is a 20 focus instant spell. Strikes a nearby enemy, or strikes all nearby enemies in a flurry and inflicts damage, physical damage to each of them. Trailblazer. Your movement speed is increased by 30% anytime you have not attacked for 3 seconds. That is a passive. Post Haste, I believe that's the same as it is on live. Camouflage, that would be the same that is on live as well. 2% maximum health every 1 second. Bloodseeker, passive. Kill command causes the target to bleed, damage over 8 seconds. You and your pet gain 10% attack speed for every bleeding enemy within 12 yards. So, I've never played Survival on live, but I do not believe they have access to pets or kill command, so correct me if I'm wrong there. What was that? Bloodseeker. Steel Trap replaces Freezing Trap. Hurls a steel trap at the target location that snaps shut on the first enemy that approaches, immobilizing them for 30 seconds and dealing bleed damage over 30 seconds. Damage other than steel trap may break the immobilization effect. Limit is 1 and the trap will exist for 1 minute. Murderer Crows. That would roughly be the same on as it is on live. Born to be Wild. It's a passive. The cooldown of Aspect of the Eagle, Aspect of the Cheetah, and Exhilaration are reduced by 20%. I really hope you can't hear that aeroplane going over at the moment. I'm sorry if you can. Intimidation. Commands your target to intimidate the target, stunning it for 5 seconds. That's the same. Binding Shot would be the same. Tip of the Spear. Passive. Kill command increases the damage of your next Raptor Strike by 15%, stacking up to 3 times. Mongoose Bite replaces Raptor Strike. Brutal attack that does damage and grants you Mongoose Fury. Mongoose Fury increases the damage of Mongoose Bite by 20% for 14 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Successful attacks do not increase the duration. Arctic Bowler. Throws an icy bowler at the enemy, inflicting frost damage and reducing their movement speed by 30% for 5 seconds. Birds of Prey. Raptor striking your pet's target extends the duration of coordinated assault by 1 second. Primal Instincts. Harpoon increases the critical strike chance of your abilities by 15% for 10 seconds. Disengaging increases your haste by 15% for 10 seconds. Chakrams. Throw a pair of chakrams at your enemy, slicing all enemies in the chakram's path for physical damage. The chakrams will return to you, damaging enemies again as they return. That kind of reminds me of that old hunter spell that we had. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I have no idea how to play, so let's try out some of these spells. So that was that bomb one. That's the poison. Poison again. Kill commands. What's that? Butchery. Oh yeah, so that's like a little AoE thingy. Find another enemy and we'll give it another whirl. Try to show off these spell animations if they have been updated for Survival. I'm not too sure. Butchery again. Yeah, sorry if I'm gutting your favourite spec by playing it. I have no idea how to play survival. Whee. Anyway, that's that. Oh, and just, yeah, same deal as with the Warlock one that I released a couple of weeks back. 190 item level, just a bunch of greens. Still get the Heart of Azeroth, stuff like that. All the same, really. Alright, we'll throw out the Chakrams. Whee! And then Arctic Bowler. Oh, Coordinated Assault, by the way. You and your pet attack as one, increasing all damage you deal by 20% for 20 seconds. While Coordinated Assault is active, Kill Command's chance to reset is increased by 30%. So, pop that. Kill Commands. Stab it with all the things. Okay. We'll move on, shall we? We will go to marksmanship now. Again, I have no idea how to play marksmanship, so I will swap to that, set up my talents, and be right back. So here we are, we're back. We are now on marksmanship. Now I was having a quick little look. Oh yes, Aliera. I believe that Lone Wolf was actually a talent. It is now a passive. Increases your damage by 18% when you don't have a pet active. So we've just left it like that. We haven't got a pet out. Now again, don't know how to play marksmanship. I am a BM hunter on live, so I'll do my best not to gut the spec. That's concussive shot, and then we've got aim shot, and then whatever that was, quick shot. So that's like a filler, I guess. And we've got some good cooldowns up here. We've got True Shot, increases all damage done by 20%. What else we got? We got multi-shot, that looks kind of the same. Rapid Fire. Pew 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 pew. Quick Shot again. And Piercing Shot. I'll go over all the talents, just showing off the animations if there are any new ones. Wait for our focus to regen. There's Barrage. Don't know if that's been updated or not. Kind of looks like it has. It's Coyote me. Oh, that's the. What was that? That was Bursting Shot. That's the knockback. Rapid Fire again. Pew 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 pew. Really want to. There we go. Piercing Shot. That kind of hits hard. I don't know. I've always preferred to play a hunter spec with a pet, to be honest. Anyway, that's that. Now we'll go over the talents. Let's go. Careful Aim. Aimed shot has a chance to deal 200% bonus damage to targets who are above 80% health or below 20% health. Precise Shots. Aimed shot causes your next 1 to 2 quick shots to consume 100% less focus. Murder of Crows, I'd say that's the same. Bombardment. Multi-shot critical strikes generate 3 focus. Volley. When you cast multi-shot, you have a chance to cause a volley of arrows to rain down on all targets hit by multi-shot, dealing physical damage to each enemy hit. Explosive Shot. Fires a slow-moving munition directly forward. Activating this ability a second time detonates the shot, dealing fire damage to all enemies within 8 yards. Trailblazer, your movement speed is increased by 30% every time you have not attacked for 3 seconds. Swift Wind, casting aim shot reduces the cooldown of Aspect of the Cheetah by 10% per cast. Camo, that's the same. Streamline, rapid fire now lasts an additional 2 seconds. Steady Shot, using Steady Shot reduces the cast time of Steady Shot by 0.25 seconds up to 4 times. Using any other shot removes this effect. Hunter's Mark is now a talent rather than a passive. I don't know if it's a passive in Legion or not, but I remember it used to be. Still looks the same. Hunter's Mark. Apply Hunter's Mark to the target, increasing all damage you deal to the marked target by 5%. If the target dies while affected by Hunter's Mark, you instantly gain 20 focus. Only one mark can be applied at a time. Natural Mending. Exhilaration heals you for an additional 20% over 10 seconds. Post Haste, that's the same. Binding Shots. Lethal Shots. Trick Shot now also increases the damage of your next aim shot or rapid fire by 25%. Rapid Killing. Each extra target that aim shot hits from the trick shot effect reduces the cooldown of aim shot by 1 second and reduces the cooldown of rapid fire by 1 second. Barrage, that's pretty much the same. Calling the Shots. Casting Quick Shot reduces the cooldown of True Shot by 3 seconds. Lock and Load. Your ranged auto attacks have an 8% chance to trigger lock and load, causing your next aim shot to cost no focus and be instant. Piercing Shot. A powerful shot which deals physical damage to the target and up to an extra 2,000 physical damage to all targets to all enemies between you and the target. And with I haven't gone through these either. We'll get to them at the end there. Alright, we'll swap to BM and I'll be right back. Here we are with BM. I will pull out a pet because that's what BM does. Alrighty, Big Game Hunter increases the critical strike chance of your auto shot and cobra shot by 60% on targets who are above 80% health. Animal Companion, it's not yet implemented, I can't choose it. Your Call Pet ability additionally summons your first pet from your stable. This pet will obey your kill command but cannot use pet family abilities. Dire Beast, that's roughly the same. Dire Stable, that's kind of the same. One with the Pack grants Wild Call 30% increased chance to reset the cooldown of Dire Beast. I'm pretty sure that's the same as well. Chimera Shot, two-headed shot hits your primary target and another for nearby damage. And it does nature and frost damage, one of each to each target. Trailblazer, yeah, that's the same. Post Haste, Fast Rider. Fast Rider, your ability critical strikes have a 15% chance to reset the cooldown of Disengage. That's not too bad. Venomous Bite. Cobra Shot reduces the cooldown of Bestial Wrath by 1 second. Thrill of the Hunt. Pretty sure we have that too, don't we? Dire Beast increases the critical strike chance by 3% for 8 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Murder of Crows, that's the same. Binding Shot, Wyvern Sting, Intimidation, all the same. Stomp, that's the same. Barrage, Stampede, that's the same. Killer Cobra, that's the same. Aspect of the Beast, that is the same. And Spitting Cobra, that is a ability for survival on live, I'm pretty sure. Summons a Spitting Cobra for 20 seconds that attacks your target for nature damage every 2 seconds. While the Cobra is active, you gain 2 focus every second. So that's all 3 specs. Now if we go into the pets, no, you can't, as I mentioned in my Warlock video, you can't change your pet's spec anymore. You get what you get. But they also have some new passives. Ferocity gains Predator's Thirst. While your pet is active, you both gain 3% leech. And Primal Rage, which is Bloodlust. Tenacity, get Endurance Training. While your pet is active, you both gain 10% increased maximum health. Survival of the Fittest. Ability, okay, That's a bit of a spelling mistake there. Ability that decreases... Oh no, it's not. Decreases the damage both you and your pet take for a short time. And lastly, Cunning. Pathfinding. While your pet is active, you both move 8% faster. And Master's Call. Ability that breaks you and your pet's tree of movement impairing effects. So that's the Hunter. I will probably move on to the Mage or Shaman next. I'm not sure. But yeah, if again, if you'd like to see a specific class, let me know. And I'll do my best not to gut the spec and butcher the class. Anyway, that was the Hunter. And I will see you for the next one.